Hello, welcome to CBC. You are watching Frankly Speaking analytical program. Today our guest is Swiss Ambassador to Azerbaijan, Philip Stelder. He will talk about the development of economic, political and humanitarian relations between our countries. Hello, Mr. Ambassador.
Hello, good afternoon.
Mr. Ambassador, how would you characterize the development of political relations and economic relations between our countries?
The development of our relation, we can characterize it as very good and friendly. It developed over the last 25 years. Last year we celebrated the existence of 25 years of diplomatic relations, and I'm very happy how the relations on various fields and activities evolve, and hopefully will also improve this year.
So, Mr. Ambassador, your country initiated the cooperation strategy South Caucasus 2017 to 2020. What can you say about this strategy?
Let me explain to you that since the late 90s of the last century we started our technical cooperation assistance to Azerbaijan, first on humanitarian issues, refugees, IDPs we supported, but then we shifted gradually towards the support of sustainable economy. So we have some 15 programs executed by international financial organizations like World Bank, IMF or IFC. But at my embassy we have the specialists here doing these programs and projects, and that's an important pillar of the activities of Switzerland and of the Swiss embassy here in Baku.
So, what can you say about the current situation of the economic relations between the two countries, the cooperation in the oil and gas sector, and the exported and imported materials?
Well, all the major Swiss companies, and you may know Switzerland is a very export-oriented country, so every second Swiss franc is gained abroad. So all the Swiss companies of a major size, they are here present in Azerbaijan, be it through representation offices or facility production of products, and we belong to the countries with the biggest investments in the non-oil sector. We are very happy that also SOCAR is present in Azerbaijan, so it's it's a relationship which goes in both directions, and bilateral trade last year stood at around 200 million Swiss francs or $200 million, and has definitely room for improvements this year.
So how many Swiss companies are doing business in Azerbaijan, and in which spheres are they oriented?
Well, we count about 2,000 Swiss companies. We have the global players in the food processing industry. You have them in the cement production industry. You have them in other segments, not so much in the oil sector, because Switzerland, it's a country where we only have water as natural resources and no oil, no gas.
So, Mr. Ambassador, what can you say about the cooperation in education, research and innovation spheres?
We are very happy that a lot of Azerbaijan young talented students go to Switzerland for studies, mainly to our famous hospitality schools in Montreux, in Lausanne, elsewhere. Then we have excellent research universities like the EPFL Lausanne or ETH Zurich, where we find students from Azerbaijan. And as an embassy, we would like to gather them together in Baku, so we initiated a kind of platform, and would like to create a kind of Swissness among these alumni who have this experience of having studied in Switzerland.
So, Mr. Ambassador, also about the settlement of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict issue, I want to ask you a question that how your country promotes to the settlement of this conflict.
It's an engagement we have on various levels. So the last meeting between the two presidents took place in Geneva in October. It was not the first time, it was the third time, if I'm not wrong. Then we have the special representative of the chairman of the OSCE, who is a Swiss diplomat, Günther Bechler, and since a few years he assists the chairman in office for the settlement of Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. We are convinced that the status quo is not a solution, that the two parties should sit together and we are ready to facilitate such meetings.
Mr. Ambassador, also in recent years, the cooperation in the cultural sphere has intensified between our countries. And what are the plans for 2018 and future years?
We start the year with a Boogie Woogie concert, which will take place at the end of January at 2 concert sites, at the Landmark and at the Mukam Center. It's a very happy and cheerful way to celebrate the new year. It's called Sylvain Zink, that's the name of the pianist, and that's one thing. Then, as a French-speaking country, regularly we participate at the Francophonie festivities in March, April. We have plans to bring tourism poster exhibition to Baku. Then regarding movies, we regularly do screenings of Swiss movies. This year we thought about the famous children's book of Heidi. I think all your spectators should know about Heidi. So we have various plans, initiatives, and for us cultural cooperation is something very important, to bring together the two peoples, to have an interaction between artists, and that's something which really is important to the embassy as well.
So about the Boogie Woogie concert, so why this concert was initiated to be held in Baku?
Well, we participated last year at the Baku Jazz Festival, which has its reputation, and first time we had a Swiss band coming to Baku. The feedback was quite positive. We had also one musician playing the Swiss Alphorns, this traditional instrument from the Swiss mountains. And we decided, let's bring more musicians from Switzerland, and Boogie Woogie, as I said, I think it's the perfect way to start a new year. It's not only type of music played by piano, also by big bands, but it's also dancing music. So I think it's also maybe something new for the audience in Baku, and that's what I also like, to involve people to discover new aspects of cultural activities.
Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much for your comprehensive replies.
Thank you very much.
This was the Swiss Ambassador to Azerbaijan, Philip Staller.